What's up, everyone that's watching this right now? So whoever's watching this, so we're here, me and my business partner, Bryant. So we're the co-founders of MW Media, and this is the very first podcast that we're gonna do. So pretty much today we're just gonna be talking about business, life, how we met, and how to really scale your business to that next level. So Bryant, all right. So let's talk first about like how do we even start this business in general, because me and Brian, we come from a different background than the regular, I guess, how people usually start making money online, I feel. So tell them the story about how we met. So how did we meet?
How we met. All right. We started off as sneaker resellers, right? And how we were reselling, our way of reselling was going in stores and chasing these releases as soon as release day, getting the item on release day in stores. Obviously, limited releases, so it's hard to find, catch these restocks. We always had to be on top of our shit. What was it, Yeezy Slides?
Yeezy Slides was the first time with the Yeezy Slides was the first release I saw you. Yeah.
Yeezy Slides as social status. I pulled up, Mark was first. I pulled up there and he had two of his friends to get more pairs that pulled up right behind me. And we started talking. Turns out we were in the same Discord for like information in-store wise.
Yeah.
So like that was our first like kind of like interaction, but not really like connection wise. Like, all right, I see you, you see me, but like that, it was just left.
And one of my bodies skipped you.
Yeah, he tried to skip me, bro. Yeah,
one of my bodies skipped you.
It was a bad start to the first impression, Then from there, since we were in the same Discord, he would always see me posting because like I was always on top as a reseller. I was always on top of the restocks. I was connected with his workers as soon as I started. Like I knew he had to get plugged in to be able to actually be successful. Simple as that. To get the edge. So I would always post, pictures of clips of just shoes, catching these restocks on throughout the week at random times, and then Mark hit me up, yo, what I gotta do, what malls I gotta hit, when do I hit the malls, And I kind of really just brushed him off. I kind of gave him like generic info, just like, just hit the malls, they restock around this time, so then like just service level information.
And you were clowning me because I remember when I went in store, I posted freaking the Raging Bull, the baby pairs of the Raging Bull.
He tried to send a ping, like of information of a restock. It was a it was a preschool pair of a Raging Bull 5. Obviously, it didn't go for money at all. And he sent it. He's like, yo, these are here. We were just clowning him. Like,
that was crazy.
This was him looping, and I'm over here just posting like clips of like
actual shoes, actual sneakers,
real good restocks
that make money
that you had to catch. I really don't know what was like the breaking point to like when we
I think it was for till we started working together. I don't remember that, but I do remember the first ever release that we got together was the Magnus Walkers.
Yeah,
we stayed out. We camped out overnight. Then we got the Magnus Walkers, and that's like thinking back now to like a lot of people talk about like wanting to make money online and like be an entrepreneur, right? But even today when I was conducting the interviews for like some setters that were staffing for one of our clients' offers, people just don't want it. You know what I mean? And bro, we literally slept outside to make $200.
Yeah, we've also, that was like the first release where we kind of connected, but like we've done a lot more for worse. Sometimes even nothing. Which sometimes for whatever reason he blames me for, but
facts.
That's besides the point.
When we drove into Tallahassee for nothing, right?
Okay. It could have been something. You chose to keep the gifts as personal.
Yeah, it's true.
We could have made money off it. You chose to keep it as personal.
That's fair.
It's a gift.
That's fair.
Whatever that
means. No, but we took admissions. That's just to like get back around, just to say like a lot of people, they talk about making money and want to make money, and there's absolutely zero drive which is why I believe if you're a killer and if you're someone that really wants to make money in today's market, like you're gonna absolutely run through everyone. So like, what would you say to like someone who, before we talk about more about like our business and like what we specifically do, what would you say to someone who just wants to make money online and in general?
Stop listening to just motivation. Everyone wants to hear that motivation and get that motivation and like have that feeling to be motivated, but not actually go through and actually like do something with that motivation, or actually do something that you learned based off that. and actually take action on it. Everyone loves the motivation. I mean, I still love it, you know what I'm saying? But like, are you actually taking action on it? Are you teaching yourself? Are you learning something? Are you going out of your way to do it? No. Everyone loves the motivation, but nothing gets done. So don't just take the motivation and just do nothing with it. Like, all right, like it and move on to the next. No.
Would you tell someone to start like at a specific thing? Because there's so many different avenues that you can make money online. So would you tell someone to start at a specific thing?
Me personally, pick anything, but you gotta stick to it. I mean, I had the same problem myself. Like even as a reseller, I still try venture off into other things. But when you actually stick to something, stay consistent at it, with as corny as it sounds, and everyone says it, it's true. You can't. When you're first starting out, you can't kind of juggle everything. Oh, this is making money. You can make money at anything. There's literally no shortage of it. Nothing's dead, nothing's dying, nothing's whatever. You can make money in any industry. How bad you want it, and you gotta stick to it and learn the ins and outs of it. Once you have that, then you can slowly add more things on and juggle more onto your plate. But you have to learn the ins and outs of what you actually want to start making your money on.
Bet, okay.
And another thing is like, no, I'm not gonna say that. Carry on.
But no, what? Let's say it.
The hardest workers that we've had are from out of country. Like as messed up as that sounds, everyone in America wants that Miami lifestyle, New York, Los Angeles,
LA.
Yeah, you know, the party, the women, the flashy lifestyle, the cars, the watches, all that fun stuff. Everyone in America wants it. Obviously, everyone outside, but everyone in America wants it, and obviously you're closer to it. You can experience it firsthand, but they still do nothing with it. They're not as hungry or as motivated as anyone else outside the country.
Yep. No, on all of our clients' offers, the people who make the most money are, I mean, we have some Canadian killers. We have a guy in the UK, right? But like you said, I mean, it's no Americans at all.
Every
right?
American that we've had is just bad performer. They end up not sticking with the team because they're not hungry enough. Simple.
Yep, 100%. So
even the first day, they're not putting into work. So like, if you can't even be committed on day one, it's already a bad start.
So that's a little bit about us and like how we met each other, right? Through sneaker reselling. I think combined, like, I mean, we were reselling with each other for like 2+ years, 2-3 years, right? 2-3 years?
3 years.
3 years, right? And combined, we probably, like, how many like dollars in sales you think we've done, like, combined, like, through sneakers?
Between 5 to 6 million in sales.
Yeah, so we, I mean, done $5 to $6 million in sales with sneaker reselling, right? Then we transitioned into, you know, this business currently with what we're doing now, which we're helping, you know, coaches, creators, and consultants scale their business past 7 figures a year, right? Using, you know, our different systems. And we majority run ads to webinars for clients or VSLs for clients. And then we handled like the back end with like the sales team. And helping them make more money with like different offers that they can introduce on the back end and things like that. So talk about like when we first started, I guess, working with the clients that we're working with right now, right? And even other clients, right? And then now, I guess, what have you seen as a marker of like a business that's actually going to be successful, like in especially online coaches? Because I mean, there's so many online coaches now, right? So like, what have you seen across all our clients that do, you know, 6 figures plus per month, right? What have you seen between them that really makes someone successful in this business?
A key decider, obviously good fulfillment on your offer. If you have a good, everyone's selling an offer, like simple as that. If your fulfillment is dialed in on that, it may be slow at first, but obviously with the right marketing team and everything behind it and push it out the right way, it will overtake everything else that's scam or maybe you get mediocre results. So obviously, having your fulfillment dialed in from day one, simple as that. New offer, whatever the case may be, dialed in on day one. Another thing that truly helps is just content, like organic content, like just people that are relatable, even if it's not giving out value so much, it's just relatable content. If there's no content that's even can somehow pertain to what they're teaching, then obviously it doesn't do good. I mean, yeah, those are 2 key factors in my opinion.
Yeah, and I would also say, like, to add on, I think the fulfillment thing is huge because now, like, I mean, if any coaches are watching this right now, with so many more people in the marketplace, right? Like you said, you know, a lot of people think it's, you know, education is a scam or X, Y, and Z, which, you know, fair to say, I mean, there's definitely a lot of bad actors, right? But, I mean, we've even benefited from, you know, paying for coaches in education. So it definitely does work. But the actual product needs to be good. right? Because I remember so recently, like we did a launch for a client and he did $300,000 in 10 days. But while I was researching like his niche, he's in the trading niche, and they have like entire YouTube channels dedicated to exposing trading coaches.
Oh yeah.
Right? So like we're starting to see that a lot more. Like there's gonna be even more people like in the marketplace in different niches, right? That are just gonna start exposing these people. And that just bring more awareness to the market, right? Which increases skepticism, which means people aren't gonna trust your offer and exactly what you're doing. So if you don't have a good fulfillment system and if your product isn't good, could you make money now? For sure. Like you could make money selling snake oil for the short run, right? But if you really want to make millions of dollars a year in this business, right? And $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a month, then you definitely need a dialed in fulfillment system for sure.
Definitely.
For sure. So I just mentioned, so we did a launch with the client. We did $300,000 in 10 days, right? Insane. So what do you think, like what are some takeaways that you got from that launch? And like what can other people use that like from that information, like from those takeaways in order to make more money with their offers or even launch a new offer like this? Because this was a brand new offer that we launched.
For sure. What helped so good with him is people were getting results off his low ticket product already prior to that. So that helped super well. So people already loved and trusted this guy already. So now it was just a new offer, obviously, with a different outcome. But they already had a taste of his results and seen his results enough to be willing to even give this a try. So that right there is a good key factor. What else? Let's just say.
So prior case studies and results. So he didn't have, for context, he didn't have a high ticket product. So we created a high ticket product for him and launched a high ticket product. He was selling low ticket, right? And like you said, he was getting crazy results for the community with the low ticket product, right? And so you think that was one of the biggest reasons that he was able to, make that much money in a short amount of time.
It was definitely a good factor. You noticed on the call, like these people already been, even if they weren't in the community, they were already following Sean, they already liked him, they already seen his success. Like I said, even if they weren't in the community, they were following him and on his other social media platforms where they saw the success that he was getting done. So, just be vocal of what you're doing, your student success, your success, be transparent, and have good fulfillment on any product. If you're only running a free community, give it your all.
Facts. In order to, so I'm glad you mentioned the free community thing, right? Because I have a take on like the people who run free communities and lead magnets. I honestly think those are probably the worst funnels to run. So what do you think? Obviously our primary vehicle, what we have scaled a lot of coaches with, is webinars, right? Mm-hmm. We've done VSLs for clients, but as well, but webinars is 90% of what we do, right? So do you think that there's a specific funnel, right, that works better than others for high ticket coaches right now?
VSL is the best if it is done right to the T, but that's a funnel that you can't have any mess ups on. So if you can have that entirely ironed out, sales team on point, everything cleaned on point, it will be the best funnel. Simple as that.
Yeah.
But obviously, to not have any missing pieces, broken pieces, is so hard. So the next best one will be webinars then. Just because you can have a little mess up somewhere, and then another part of the funnel will make up it. Like if you mess up on the front end of the webinar, then we can make it up on the back end. Vice versa. If the back end does good, we can go harder on the webinar, change the offer, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. So in order for because we've seen, we ran VSLs for clients, and the people who perform the best I would say they have the better sales team. Like if you don't
VSLs?
For VSLs, yeah. If you don't have a good sales team at all, then I just wouldn't even run it.
It's a sales team. It's the content that are getting into pre-call flow. It's like everything has to be ironed out.
No, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. But when it is ironed out, then obviously absolutely
it's the best one, and it can just keep working and working and working and working.
For sure.
But it's just so many. It's not a lot of parts. It's just parts that have to be perfected.
Okay. So. How did you first get into online business though? Was it sneaker reselling when you first got into online business?
No, definitely not. Since I was a kid, flipping Fortnite account, I lied. First, Minecraft servers, for sure. I was probably in elementary school with a PayPal account also. Every successful entrepreneur if you haven't had at least 5 PayPal accounts get banned, you're not a real entrepreneur, bro. And that's a fact. I probably had
YouTube.
10
So
PayPal.
YouTube was paying you off through PayPal.
No. I mean, I also did YouTube, bro. All my money, I was going for the longest. I first started Minecraft servers. I was charging 99 cents to join that stuff. I probably, not much, I probably only made $50. But then again, I was fucking, excuse me, can I cuss?
Yeah, bro, of course.
All right, cool. All right, cool. I was in fucking like 4th grade. I was in elementary school on an iPad just playing Minecraft. I built a whole server. It was probably like a week or 2 because I was.
What do you mean a server? Like someone's world? You built the world?
Like a world, but
Okay.
I built it custom. I had like one other person. Like we were just. I mean, when you're in elementary school, nothing but free time. So I mean, you're just spending your whole time just building stuff. It was like a Christmas themed server right around November, and then we launched that. And we charged 99 cents. It was something like leets.gg or something, if I remember right.
99 cents per month, or it was 99 cents for
to join
one?
or something. It was just a one time just to join.
99 cents to join like a what is it, Discord server or something?
No, to join the world.
To join the world. Oh, the custom world that you built.
Yeah, because there's also bigger worlds that people were. That I forgot what there was. This one main one. I forgot the name. But like everyone will go play like the different game modes. The PvP. Huh?
Mineplex.
No, there was another one that I used to play heavy. Mineplex was a big one. But there was another one I used to play heavy, but everyone's on. But it was the PvP. There was Bed Wars, Prop Hunt. There was so many different game modes. I forgot. There were some other ones. But I was addicted to that straight up. And then I saw there was people were making money on this. Like, all right, cool. Let me make my own. I was already building a lot. Like on my own world, just building a bunch of random stuff. So I kind of built a whole bunch of shit together, and then made money off that. And then from there, what did I transition into?
What'd you do with the money though that you made? Are you saying you only made $50?
iTunes gift cards, bro. iTunes gift cards, because there's nothing you can really do. Because like I wasn't even telling my parents I was even doing this. I just told them, I'm playing Minecraft. So what can I really do with that money?
Hold on. I just realized you said you made $50, right? But you charged 99 cents. So you had mad people join, make $50.
Yeah, it was a good.
So if you charged more,
I don't even know how it grew. To be honest, I think it was just all word of mouth to keep it a buck. Like I don't know.
Because bro,
I don't know how I got that many
$50,
people. Because
isn't that 50 people joined?
Yeah, 50 people. I don't know exactly how I got that many people. I think it was maybe just word of mouth. No, it was word of mouth. But like I was going into other main servers, and like there was a live chat, like the lobby chat, and I'm just spamming the link to join. So again, it was regardless $50 off that. And then from there, what did I transition to exactly? Then I transitioned into something YouTube-wise.
What were you doing on YouTube?
I don't know if I did something with Minecraft YouTube. I don't know if I made money on that. Because I remember I was watching... Yeah, I didn't... I made maybe like $10 for that. But it was YouTube live streams. I think I was using like OBS. But like I kind of did the same thing for later on down the line, but Minecraft videos, because there was these big ones. It was like Red someone, I forgot. But like he was like the biggest, like he was one of the biggest Minecraft YouTubers, like of like actually playing those games. Like the server I was in, like if you were in a game with him, like you're cooked basically. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and he would record content of that. Obviously playing PC. So those videos, I put those on OBS and I made a YouTube live stream of it. And so those videos were just constantly playing in the background. There was a live stream going on OBS, and I was doing other stuff on my computer. But it was just like.
But they were watching that on the background. Yeah. Okay. So it was on a loop. It was on a loop.
Yeah, exactly. But like different videos, so like just watching it through. I think I made like $10. There was like really nothing on that. Then that slowed down. I kind of like stopped for a little minute, and then I don't know what exactly came first. No, it was definitely Logan Paul and Jake Paul when they were viral. When they were going crazy.
On Vine?
No, not mine. When they're on YouTube, when they're going crazy, they had this. They're doing like diss tracks, right? Back and forth. It was like the Rice Gum, the Jake Paul, the Logan Paul, the Brother War, all that stuff. I was already addicted to just watching those daily vlogs, whatever, I forgot how old I was, but regardless of the case may be, that was like 2016, 2015. All those vlogs, and they would also do like diss tracks. I saw other people doing it. It was live streams, all those diss tracks just constantly playing. There was like 2 from Jake Paul, 2 from Logan Paul, then there was Rice Gum. It was probably like a loop of maybe like 9. But the music videos of them playing, and I made a live stream, kind of how I did for Minecraft, a live stream of that, and those were just playing 9, just go through and then loop back again.
Okay. What'd you make from that?
Like $100.
Okay.
That one was kind of like just people donating.
So YouTube Live's been a thing for mad long.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. People were just donating, probably got like $100 off that. There were some features that I kind of had like investors, like people that were interested in like helping grow like that stream. People that were also interested in like the whole like vlogging, that Team 10 stuff. I forgot exactly exact form. I know.
So someone tried to invest in that?
It's other kids with money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They threw me. I mean, not a lot. You know, $20 here, $50. You know, just stuff to get things going. Like I said, overall, I probably made like $100 after because I had to pay for like some softwares and stuff. So probably like made $100 off that. Then after that, I mean, Fortnite fucking blew up, right?
Bro, so you was doing everything to make money, bro.
Bro, I was
this is crazy.
I was a hustler since I had electronics in front of me, basically, right? Then Fortnite came around. You know, I was addicted to playing that myself, and then there was this thing on Twitter. We were basically like hacking accounts. I remember we needed like proxies. I forgot what other stuff we needed, but we got like some usernames. And I don't know if we got usernames and passwords, and we had the proxies, and then we went in. We were able to go into the accounts and change the passwords, and then we sold those accounts. And I blew up. I forgot what my Twitter handle was, but I was on Twitter with that. And I had 10K followers on that. That overall I made $800 flipping Fortnite accounts. It was just like accounts that had rare skins. It was more towards like later on because it had all the OG skins or OG pickaxe or whatever. So I flipped a bunch of that. So overall I made 800 with that. And then from there, it definitely just died down from there.
Bro, how long is this all in the span of?
I mean, that's from me in like 4th grade, starting from Minecraft, and then it ended, I think maybe like freshman year of high school or sophomore year of high school. Sophomore year of high school is when I stopped flipping the Fortnite accounts. Definitely, yeah.
But what do you think doing all that has taught you, like in the business that we're running right now?
And while, sorry to cut you off, and while doing all that, I was doing like, my middle school years, I was doing online school, so I was able to like do 2 years of school within one, so I kind of graduated early because of that.
Oh, because of that.
I mean, when you're home and you was able to just knock out the work, it wasn't even about cheating, it was just, in my opinion, like middle school work was just easy, you know, like I was advanced while I was in middle school. When we moved on to like, things changed, but in middle school, like that knowledge was just, it was just too simple for me, in my opinion. So I mean, I was able to breeze through that. So then I'm at home all day on my computer. So I'm playing Minecraft, playing Fortnite. That time was definitely Fortnite. And then, you know, flipping those accounts and all that stuff.
And how do you think that translated to what we do now? Like, well, that entire journey.
That mindset right there, and then getting into high school and RTC gave me the hustler mindset with the discipline mindset, and that transitioned into reselling. And then now reselling gave us the business mindset and then just combine it all together onto the marketing. So now it's just like unlimited hunger.
No, that's crazy.
It's really making something out of nothing. Like you always made something happen.
Facts.
And like thinking back to it, I mean, yeah, I wasn't making a lot. It's not life-changing money. It's not salary. It's nothing. But you always found a way to make something happen.
That's another thing that I think is not talked about enough for like entrepreneurs. I think you made a reel about this too. Like the ability. This was something that Brian really has, and like this is something that like you have. Not a lot of people have. It's just the ability to figure it out, right?
That's gonna be one of my next reels. I mentioned it because we were talking to Slack about it because the closer was asking a question, and it's kind of like,
bro, you gotta figure it out.
Figure the fuck out ability. Simple as that. If you can't master that, you can't really get anywhere.
Anywhere.
As simple as that. If you master the figure the fuck out ability, you can go so far in life. And like you said, that's something I'm so good at, especially like how I was kind of like raised, and then how I transitioned out of high school into starting while I was working at McDonald's into sneaker reselling. Like I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a sob story. It was like, but it was hard, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It was hard. It wasn't easy. You getting paid fucking minimum wage, not even a full-time job. I'm paying for rent, got to pay for food. I figured it the fuck out.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Like, I'm not here to fucking make a whole sob story, but like, you can master that ability and you can go so far in life. You will make it in life if you master that ability.
I watched this. I read this tweet from shout out Daniel Fazio. Like he says, you can give yourself permission to like do the thing, if that makes sense. It's like so. Yesterday, for example, so we transitioned from Notion to ClickUp, right? I had no idea how to use ClickUp, right? But it's like instead of being like, okay, I don't know how to use this thing, it's like YouTube. It's like YouTube and literally play it. Like I literally had to sit down. And I told myself like, yo, I'm giving you permission, Mark, to do this thing. Just do it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, that goes back to if you're first starting and anyone actually in business, whether you're making a lot of money or a little money, It's like the mental masturbation that you have sometimes with like you think you're doing something, but you're literally doing nothing, right? It ties back.
You're satisfying your mind, but nothing's getting
Exactly, but nothing's getting done, right? It's just a freaking mental masturbation, right? So you need to actually give yourself permission to like, do the thing. Just do it.
The thing is,
figure it out.
No matter how hard it seems, like it seems so simple, like you can really figure it out. Like, and the thing is, most of the time it'd be some simple stuff. Like, I forgot exactly what was the question from the closer, but it was just like so simple. It's like just figure the fuck out. Like you shouldn't have to, that shouldn't be something that you have to reach out for help. Like, it's okay to ask for help. I don't ask for help. That's just me. Like I can figure the fuck out myself. Like, but there's some of these like simple stuff it goes in line with common sense. It's like, just stop and think for a second and you'll figure it out.
And then analyze.
and analyze. All right, so what would need to happen for me to get to this result?
Do it.
Done. Simple as that. So it's really, I mean, that ability, if you master that shit, life's golden.
100%. All right, so let's talk about all right, so mainly what we do is run ads for clients, right? So talk about people who are just doing organic right now, right? They may think they're like, okay, I might want to diversify into paid ads. So like, why should people run ads in general? Like, why should they even run ads for their business?
If you want to scale your business, it's simple as that. Yeah, your margins will be higher organic, but you're going to hit a ceiling. So, I mean, if you're okay with wherever you're at and just being stuck there for your whole life, or, I mean, it won't even, I doubt you're going to be running that coaching for your whole life. So, until you end up stopping coaching, that's just where you're going to be stuck at. Organic has a ceiling. It may be, others have a higher ceiling than others, just because their organic reach, their virality, but everyone has, if you're doing organic only, there is a ceiling. Simple as that. No way around it. The people are going to keep seeing your content. Those people, the people that buy, there's only a certain amount of people that are going to buy. Everyone that follows you now, they're not always a buyer. There's always that. It's only that
small minority.
Exactly. It's only that small percentage.
It's like 1% of your market is actively looking to buy your thing right now.
And some people, and then they're just going to get washed out. Like, especially if you're posting on your story or posting content, join my group or book a call for this. Those people that follow you are going to see so much other stuff, they're tired of it. And the people that bought it, they bought it. You're going to be stuck at that ceiling. So you're gaining 10,000 followers every month, or probably less, there's 1,000 followers every month. Let's just say that. Out of that, 10 people buy, maybe. I mean, that's just standard numbers. So let's say 10 people buy, maybe you get a little more one month, maybe you get a little less one month. But on average, about 10 people every month. You're going to be stuck at 10 new people every month. Whatever that case may be, if you're at $50,000 a month, you're stuck at $50,000 a month.
100%.
This is that simple. Like I said, your margin will be great. You may be $50,000 a month, maybe you're taking home $45,000 that month. Great margins, sounds great. But you're going to be stuck at that. And if you're running a good online coaching business, if you're not making six figures, what the fuck are you doing? It's really that simple. Like, if you actually have a good product and you believe in it, your fulfillment is great, everything is great about it, and you're not making six figures, you suck. There's no way around it. It's that simple.
You should 100% be with the right systems in place. Like, I mean, we've just seen it. The ability to to get to six figures a month for an offer is relatively simple, right? Once you just have like the right things in place. Like, bro, like we made someone $300,000 in 10 days. Yeah. You know what I mean? It could have been $1 million launch if we extended it. Like we may have been able to pull off $1 million, right? That just goes to show you, like, even with one of our clients right now, like we took him on at $20K per month, right? And he had this limiting mindset, right? To where he's like, there's no way I can make six figures with this offer. He's like, no, he told us when we first brought him on, he said, no one I know makes $100,000 a month in this market. No one, right? Now, 90 days later, he didn't make $100,000 a month. He made $130,000 a month, right? And then he made 90 days, he made 130K. 90 days, 130K, and then
in 90 days, he was at 220K.
Oh, and now
in 3 months, he was at 220K.
In 3 months? Oh, but see, I don't even know. So that's crazy. Yeah. See, I mean, he was at $220,000.
In 2 months, he was at 130. Because month one, we got him to about 70 or 80-ish K. This second month was
90. Wasn't it 90?
No, 120.
Oh, okay, 120.
And then month three,
200.
No, 219.5. We're going to be exact.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
We're going to say 220 because that sounds prettier.
Yeah. No, but you're exactly correct. Like I said, he had that limiting belief. It's like, yo, no one in my market is making this much money. But when you like the principles of selling online is the same with any offer, right? There could be nuances that change depending on like your market, your niche, who your ICP is, like your price of your program. But the principles are the same. So if someone in your niche is making 6 figures a month, then there's no reason that you should not be able to make 6 figures a month. Like Brian said, it's a traffic issue, right? Which is like you're only relying on organic, so you need more traffic, which means you need to run ads. B, it's a conversion issue, right? So whatever you're doing in order to convert people from a follower or a lead into a sale, there's an issue with that, so it's a funnel issue. Or 3, it's an offer issue. That's it. So that from what we've seen working with coaches, it's always one of those 3 things, right? And really, the biggest lever that you can pull is usually the offer. Like if you just change the offer, right, then everything else falls into place. Sure, you can have less traffic, but if you change the offer, more people will buy. Right? If you're a conversion vehicle, if it's not that, if your VSL funnel, like if your show rates are not as good, if your book call rates are not as good, or your webinar, your registration rates are not as good. But when people get to the webinar and you give them the offer, and they're just buying a crap ton of it, then this is why offer's king. Always. The offer's always king.
It's funny you mentioned about the offer because it also has the price will have to also make sense to what you're offering.
Correct. That's another thing that we've seen a lot.
If it feels like you're also giving out the world for only $99, then it seems too good to be true, or $50, why would anyone do it? And then also if you're charging too high, but not giving enough value, why would anyone want to buy it? It's funny because I saw this reel from someone, I forgot who it was, but he was selling, he launched a community, it was like $50 a month, and maybe 5 people joined. He has a big following, like no one really joined. A couple months later, he launched a $5,000 community for people to network and stuff, and he had people begging him to join.
Now, what you said is true about it seems too good to be true. Like if you're trying, another thing, like if you're a creator and you're selling low ticket, there's this quote by Dan Kennedy. He said, there's zero competitive advantage to being the cheapest coffee. What did he say? The cheapest coffee shop on the block.
Yeah.
But there's every competitive advantage to being the most expensive coffee shop 100%. In like the neighborhood.
Because most of the time, the most expensive, it's either experience or it actually tastes good or it looks good, whatever the case may be. Most of the time, I'm the same way. Like, I'm not looking at a price for a coffee.
The water, for example.
Exactly why. It's a glass bottle. It looks good. It was a $5 bottle. Why am I paying $5 for a bottle compared? I could get a plastic one for 50 cents.
50 cents.
It tastes good. It looks good, and simple as that. Like, it's a different experience.
The offer.
Yeah,
the offer's just a lot better.
What was the offer?
Offer's a lot better.
Exactly.
And as well, like the thing you got to think about the type of people who drink that water. You know what I mean? Versus that's another thing that if you're not using that in your community, the concept of, I would say, like really elevating the status of people who are inside of your community. So someone who does this very well is Iman Ghazi. And anyone watching this, this is like freaking game that you can do, right? So as the longer people are in your community, you give them additional perks or you increase the status of them as far as like everyone else in the community. That could be like 1, elevating them to maybe being a coach and teaching other people in the community. 2, one of our clients, they give out trophies. So if you hit a certain, if you do a certain amount of deals or if you make a certain amount of money, you get sent a trophy, right? So if everyone who has this trophy has a certain status that's in the community. Yep. Iman Ghazi, the longer you're, I don't know if you still have this offer, but the longer you're in the community, your rank changes in your community. So you go from like a knight to like a king, and then from a king to like a ruler. Like you just have a different name. And when you're in the community, especially with like the community aspect of like coaching programs being so big, you may not have status in the real world, right? The material world, but you got status among those people.
Among those other people, yeah. Those other people look up to you or whatever. It's like, oh shit, he's cool, Simple as that, yeah.
Exactly.
It's if you think about it, it's kind of like the same aspects of like comes back down to like schooling. You know, like if you were part of like a sports group or something, you were that cool guy at school. Simple as that.
And then everyone else,
exactly.
like the drama kid, like band kids,
everyone's trying to be there. Everyone wants to go be at that level or something. Yeah. So I mean, it all boils down to school, like that social presence. That social community that you're around. And like you said, it may not be in the real world. As soon as you step out of your room, outside of that community, you're a nobody. But amongst those people that you're talking to on a daily basis, they praise you. So
which would make people want to continue to spend more and more money with you while they're in your community. So
being one of the cheapest people I know.
That's fair. I am very cheap.
This is one of the cheapest guys I know. Like you'll be frugal. It's not even frugal. Frugal's wrong. Cheap. Simple as that. Cheap.
Yes, very cheap.
Why did you decide to move out and to live in a city? Finally get to city view. Because getting a city view is like it's a lifestyle upgrade. Simple as that. That's the different level. So what finally? Why?
For everyone that knows me, like Brian said, like I like to every dollar that I make goes back into the business, whether that's reinvesting into more education for us, for like our clients, getting them even better results than they're currently getting right now, or just freaking the business, like just stuff like this, like paying freaking this guy behind the camera for stuff like this for the business, right? So we recently, that's crazy. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, man, because we don't live together anymore, but yeah, so we recently moved out.
I have some peace and quiet now,
Yep. So we recently moved out of the house that we were in, and now like I'm downtown, he's downtown, and unfortunately the freaking I saw this thing. It said Tampa is one of the top 10 most expensive cities in the U.S. right now.
Is it?
Yes. Number one's obviously Miami. Number one's Miami for rent. It's specifically rent. And I was like, dang, this is freaking crazy. Because years ago, it wasn't like this.
See, maybe for you being like a cheap mindset, but like I feel like we can circle back to what you're saying. But being around so much money and obviously getting a lot of money, like it unlocks a different mindset. So I'm looking at those numbers like that's like the new standard. Like that's rich.
Correct. No, that's true. Yeah.
It's like, and also when I was looking at cars, anything like for what I got my car, the $40,000 Tesla, like that's a nothing car now. You know what I'm saying? When I'm looking at a $90,000 car, $100,000 car, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cheap.
Yeah.
It's just it's just unlocked a different point of view of things.
No, it's true. It's true. I think that's another thing that people say.
You saying this is the most expensive city? Like I'm over here looking
top
at
10.
Yeah, but I'm over here looking at like rent from 2.5 to 3.5. I'm just thinking that's standard. Like, I'm not second looking it.
No, I mean, no, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. But I guess going back to like why I even decided to like move to the city, like instead of just freaking eating ramen noodles all day. It's just like, bro, like you said, I remember when I first started this whole entrepreneurship thing, right? Excuse me. 18, moved out of my parents' house, went to Tampa, and then I remember when I first got started selling sneakers, working at Jimmy Jazz, and then I posted on my Instagram the Fire and Force, and a girl messaged me and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I want those. How much?" And then me knowing nothing about sneakers at the time, I'm like, dude, like let me just say whatever. See what she says. What was retail? 140. I think we were still in 140 was retail. Oh, grade school.
Yeah,
140. I told her like 220 or something like that, and she was like, "Bet." And that, like Jimmy Neutron, like, you know what I'm talking about? Where he has the idea that his brain starts pumping. Bro, that's literally what happened.
That's a Raven moment,
Bro, yes. I'm like, no way. Why? She's paying for this shoe that I'm charging her more for that I just bought in the store. I'm like, this is crazy. I became addicted at that point, right? And then from there on, it was like, okay, now I'm starting to, because my mom was helping me out with like rent at that point. But now I'm starting to pay for my own rent.
Good, huh?
Life was good, huh? It's crazy.
So you didn't figure the fuck out.
But now it's like, yo, but from that point, it was like, okay, now I can make real money. So I told my mom, like,
what was the point of moving out if you're still gonna get help on rent?
No, because it's different. When I mean help, it's like, because I went to school for like free, and after tuition was paid, they gave me like a stipend back, right? So like that paid for like my first like 3-4 months of rent, and then after that,
3 months is nothing.
Yeah, it's whatever, man. And then after that, my mom split the rent with me, right?
I understand.
Why did I move
Yeah,
out?
you still got hope.
Listen,
so why move out in the first place? That's one thing I don't understand when people will move out, even if it's help or if it's full amount or whatever. Just stay home then.
I believe you. If you live in whatever hometown you live in, even if you live in a big city, you have to leave. You got to leave the city.
The point is to leave and put yourself back against the wall. Meaning, I got fucking $1,000 in rent. I got to pay this month. How the fuck am I gonna get that $1,000? It's not like, oh, I only gotta make $500. I'm gonna go.
No, but the thing is, we've been there multiple times though. Like it might have been that time that I was there, but we've been there to where it's like, yo, like we gotta sell these shoes. You know what I mean? So like at that moment, it's like, yo, then you gotta really figure it out, right?
The only time I had to sell shoes was when I was taking a girl out.
Nah, bro, dude, no, bro. We've had to freaking Lightning 4 grade school. Remember, we had a bunch of them, and no one was buying them, and you were still buying them.
Oh yeah. No,
and we had to sell them. Like we had to sell them. Yeah. You know what I mean? That was a time that I remember. Like rent was like due and like, cause that release like it was like that tail end of the month.
I'm not gonna lie. The place where we used to live in Forest Lake,
yes,
I leveraged. It was only like $100 extra if you're late on rent, so I leveraged that a lot.
What's a month? Like the entire month? Was it $100 extra for the entire month?
Well, I never waited like a whole month to pay, but I'm saying like if I know the late fee was like an extra $100, so I would be like a week or a week and a half late most times.
Oh, and it was
when I was first starting out, 100%.
Oh, okay, and then you just pay off the rest after that. Like you would pay off the rest after that.
I paid the $100 bonus because we were making money with that money, so I was fine with like, all right, cool, I'm gonna get this money back, and I'm making money with that money. So let me keep using it. I was keeping using it as a loan. Like, all right, here's $600 or whatever my rent was. I'm using $1,000, $900, $800, whatever. I'm gonna keep flipping that a couple more times and get it back and buy this. I know I'm gonna have it sold and cool. Now I'm gonna have out of the $800. Now I got $1,500. Now I can pay $800, pay that. You know, so
yeah, no, 100%. But I think we really sidetracked the entire question of why I decided to move out. But it really had to do with me remembering back when I left my hometown, right? And eventually started paying all my bills by myself, right? When sneaker reselling, like when we were making like decent money from it. And I was remembering that time, I'm like,
your mom was paying rent this whole time?
No, bro. My mom was not paying my freaking, but my mom only paid my rent for like 2 months. That's it. And then, cause it was literally that time, bro. Cause I remember, like I wasn't making crazy, when I was like messaging you, I was making enough to pay my rent. Like I was making like $1,000 like from sneaker reselling. And my rent was like $700, so I was making like okay money, but I wasn't making like
at that time. Like I had like $1,200 to my name, and like while looping, I'm spending that whole $1,200.
Yeah,
just because I knew I was selling it instantly that same day. So like I would empty out my entire bank account because I knew I had those shoes sold. I had a buyer for that. But yeah.
No, you're right, bro. Those were freaking. Just thinking about, like you're right, like or the bank account would go to negative. And then, but you know that, like you know that, yo, we're gonna sell all that. That's what actually. Back to what I said, yo, what would you recommend people to start out with? I would honestly recommend selling anything, like actually getting the cash, and instead of what we do, where it's more like systems, processes, like more people. I would recommend either reselling or flipping something, like using your money to make money. Because I feel like if you do that, then you really understand.
It gives you
the worth of money. Yeah, hustle mindset. But I feel like people who start off like with what we're doing, it's like where you're making money from skill. It almost feels like money doesn't really exist.
It's free.
It's free.
Yeah, I mean,
because you get money, it's like 100% profit. But with us, we would literally have to spend $10,000 and we would make back like $12,000.
And I mean that's what mattered. Like the amount of capital we had dictated how much we were able to make.
Exactly.
The more money you have, the more shoes you can buy, meaning more money you can make.
Exactly.
If you didn't have that much money, that's why us recently we had to snowball that money up.
Exactly. And I feel like if we had just like started with this, you're just seeing the money. Like I said, you're seeing the money. Obviously, bro. We're putting in 16-hour days.
Yeah, we put up 2 long days. Oh yeah, way too.
You know what I mean?
For clients.
Bro, back then we were putting long hours. But we still put in long hours.
Yeah, we definitely put the long hours, but like it feels different because you're able to, sit at home or you can go work to a cafe.
That's true.
While we were reselling, you're putting in those same long 16-hour days, but you're constantly moving, speed because you have to hit deadlines to pick up a shoe at a store. It was nonstop. This, I mean, you can have some food, drink some water. I mean,
that is crazy to think about.
It's a more relaxed lifestyle. Yes, you're still putting in dummy hours. It's not. There's nothing easy about it. Don't get me wrong. But it's more relaxed because you're not hustling. You're not. I mean,
you're not sleeping in your car. Not have to deal with guys trying to shoot each other at campouts.
Just trying to avoid fights, shootouts, arguing. I mean, you don't have to drive 100 miles an hour just to get to the next spot in time. You're just running through the mall. Like, it was just a different hustle, bro. Like those same 16-hour days does not feel the same as 16 hours here. Yeah, I mean, you're still tired at the end, either or. But that was draining.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was draining.
Thinking back, that was crazy. The missions that we went on just to make a couple $100. So, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. Like, bro, like this was a pretty cool podcast, right? This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool podcast.
Episode 2 coming soon.
So, if you're a coach, creator, or a consultant, and you want to scale your business to $100,000 per month, 7 figures a year, right? So there's going to be a link in the description, right? That you're going to watch a video. It's going to be you, right? Talking about exactly who we are, what we do, and how we can make you a lot more money. So I hope you enjoyed this. This was like more of like a chill type of vibe, like just learning a little bit more about me, a little bit more about Bryant, like who we are, how we got to this point, and you know how we're helping cool people make a ton of money on the internet.
Cool people make a shit ton of money.
Yeah, on the internet. So, yeah, I mean, that's it. Like, peace. Appreciate you guys. We'll tune into the next one.